Hey guys, I'm Kat. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to the Align series. We are on day 7. So in this routine, we are going to be strengthening the whole core. We're going to be working on a little bit of mobility for the spine and all the joints in the body. And it's a really good routine that you can do in the morning because it helps activate all the right muscles that you could be using during the day. So when you're ready, then let's get those joints nice and juicy. So first we're going to start by mobilizing our spine and our shoulders and our hips. So come on to your sit bones. We're actually going to start by crossing our legs and sitting tall on our sit bones. So make sure your spine is nice and long and straight. If anything, if you need more space for your hamstrings so that you can tilt your pelvis forward, then bring your legs slightly further out. So when you're ready, let's place your hands on top of your knees like so and relax the shoulders. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, let's slowly flex your spine. Tuck your tailbone towards your belly button. Look in between your thigh. Inhale here. As you exhale, let's slowly lift our chest up towards that ceiling to create length. And exhale, let's flex our spine. And let's come all the way up. Lift your chest up a tiny bit higher. One last time. Inhale here. Exhale, round that spine. And exhale, let's lift that chest. We're going to hold it out here for an extra breath. So inhale here. And exhale, let's come back into the natural spine curve. Bring your arms out all the way in front of you, shoulder height and shoulder distance apart. So have your thumbs facing the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, let's slowly reach for the wall in front of us. Inhale here. As you exhale now, let's lift the shoulders up towards our ears. And let's bring it all the way back behind us. And then down. And again. Reach your arms towards the wall in front of you. Exhale, let's lift the shoulders up. Then back. Lower it back down. So you're essentially kind of drawing a square with your shoulder. And down. Continue lengthening through the crown of the head so your spine is nice and long. We've got one more in this direction. Perfect. Let's come all the way back behind us. Lift the shoulders up towards our ears. Reach forward. Lower it back down. Let's come back again. Pinch your shoulder blades together. Reach your shoulders towards your ears. Reach forward. Lower it back down. We've got two more. Last one. And bring it back. So let's bend our legs. Come to the front of your mat. Place your hands behind your thigh. We're going to come all the way down towards the floor. So inhale here. Let's tilt the pivot going towards your belly button. Exhale, slide your hands up towards your hip here. Look at your belly button the whole time. See if you can touch your lower back onto that floor. Then your middle back and upper back. So your feet are hip distance apart. Your pubic bone and hip bones are nice and square to the ceiling or the floor beneath you. Shoulders are nice and wide. And make sure that your back of your ribs are touching the floor here, so you're not arching your lower back. Place your hand onto the floor. This is your natural spine curve, and there's like a little natural curve in the lower back. So your lower back shouldn't be touching the floor. So when you're ready, inhale here. Let's tilt the pubic bone towards your belly button, and this is where your lower back will touch the floor. As you exhale, let's come back. And again, inhale, tilt the pubic bone towards your belly button. Exhale to come back. So as you tilt your pubic bone towards your belly button, you're using your two obliques here. Try and imagine that you're trying to squeeze them together and lift up to tilt the pubic bone. We got two more. Last one. And back. Good. So bring your feet in slightly closer. We're going to start to articulate our spine. So inhale, tilt the pubic bone towards your belly button. Your lower back is touching the floor. As you exhale, let's start to lift your lower back off that floor. Continue tucking your tailbone. Then you're going to start to peel off your middle back. And your upper back. You're going to come up to your shoulder blades. Press into your feet here. Inhale here. Exhale, let's start to lower down from the sternum first. Then your middle back. And your lower back. And then back into the natural spine curve. And again, Inhale, tilt the pivot bone towards your belly button. Exhale, peel your lower back. Middle back and upper back. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, let's slowly start to lower down. Continue lengthening the crown into the wall behind you, so you lengthen that spine as you come down. We got 2 more. So you want to try and take this as slow as you can. Try and create as much space as possible in your spine. And see if you can touch each joint onto that floor. Let's go one more time. Notice if you have one side stronger than the other, if you're pressing to one foot more than the other. And exhale. Let's come back into the natural spine curve. So bring your legs into your chest here and take a deep breath in. And exhale, let's rock from side to side. And if you want to draw some circles, let's go from the other side or reverse. Perfect, bring it back to center. This time, let's bring the knees in closer towards our chest. Separate them and draw a semicircle all the way down and away from our body. Keeping your hands on your knees just for a little bit more support. Let's bring it back in towards your chest. Exhale, let's open up. Circle the knee down and away from our body. And come back. So as you circle them away, make sure that your lower back isn't arching. And if it does and starts to hurt your lower back, then bring the range of motion in. So make this circle a little bit smaller. Last one. Perfect. Lower the legs down and extend your legs up nice and straight. Flex your feet and squeeze your thighs together. Bring your arms up towards the ceiling. Let's inhale, lengthen the back of the neck. As you exhale, let's slide your rib towards your hip. Slowly curl up, bone by bone. Come all the way up. Let's reach for the arms in front of you. Inhale here. And let's exhale, come back. We only have another 2. Do this with control. Inhale, nudge in the chest. Exhale, slide rib to hip. Keep your feet flexed. Really reach for the wall in front of you here. And exhale, let's come back. Take a big breath in here. As you exhale, let's start to lengthen up nice and tall. Good. So bend your legs, interlace your hands and place your head into your hands. Thumbs down your neck. Open up the elbows nice and wide. Sit nice and tall on top of your sit bones. So lengthen out through crown the head. When you're ready, inhale here. As you exhale, let's slowly tuck the tailbone towards your belly button and round your lower back. You're going to be leaning on the back of your sit bones. Inhale here. As you exhale, let's slowly come back and stack that spine nice and tall. Let's go again. Exhale, let's round. Inhale here. Exhale, let's slowly come forward and stack that spine. We got 2 more. Last one. Exhale, round. And come all the way forward and stack that spine. On your next one, we are going to roll back and twist. So when you're ready, exhale, let's round all the way back. Inhale here. Let's press into your feet. Knees are pointing towards the ceiling. Exhale, let's come all the way over to our left-hand side. And back. Continue pressing into your feet so your legs don't collapse into each other. We got 1 more on each side. And let's slowly come forward and then stack that spine. Perfect. Extend your legs up nice and straight and separate them so they're as wide as your mat. Bring your arms up in front of you so they're shoulder height. Lengthen out through the crown. So if you find yourself kind of leaning backwards like this, then grab a little cushion or a little yoga block to sit and tilt your pelvis forward. The other one is if you don't have a block or anything to sit on, then bend your legs slightly and really tilt that pubic bone away from your belly button. So you keep your spine nice and stacked. So let's bring the arms up in front of us. Inhale here. Let's lengthen the back of the neck and then notch in the chest. As you exhale, you're going to slowly peel away from that imaginary wall behind you, and you're going to reach for the wall in front of you. Inhale here. As you exhale, let's slowly start to stack that spine bone by bone as you create as much space as you can between each joint. Let's go again. Inhale, let's lengthen the back of the neck, notch in the chest. Exhale, peel away from that imaginary wall, bone by bone. Reach forward a little bit further. Inhale here. As you exhale, let's start to stack that spine nice and long. We got 2 more. Really reach forward here. Reach a little bit further if you can. Exhale, let's slowly stack up nice and tall. We got 1 more. Lengthen the back of the neck, notch in the chest. Exhale, let's slowly peel forward. And exhale, let's come back. Perfect. So bend your legs, come and rock over onto your 4-point kneeling position. Come to the front of your mat because we're going to step out into a nice plank. So spread the fingertips, tuck your toes under, lift, hover the knees, and extend your legs up nice and straight. Take a big breath in here. You're lengthening out through crown the head and tailbone in opposition. As you exhale, let's start to bend at the elbows. Squeeze the core nice and tight and lower the chest down in between your hands. Untuck your toes and place your hands by your side. So your elbow is bent and hands are on the outside of your mat. Hover your forehead all the way down towards the floor. You can also put it on the floor as well. So your pubic bone and hip bones are touching the floor. Draw the core in so it supports the lower back. Lengthen out through crown the head and tailbone in opposition so your spine is nice and long. And press your thighs into the ground. Inhale here. Let's roll that imaginary marble forward in front of our nose so our neck is in line with our spine. And you want to keep it in this position. As you exhale, let's slowly start to peel up bone by bone. So starting from the chest, then sternum, and really think about creating length in front as you lift up. Inhale here, breathe into the back of your ribs. As you exhale, let's slowly lower down from the sternum first, chest, forehead last. Let's go again. Inhale, roll that imaginary marble forward. Exhale, let's slowly peel up bone by bone. Think about creating length as you come up. And let's come all the way back down. Good. On your next one, we're going to come up a little bit higher. So again, let's roll that imaginary marble forward. As you exhale, let's slowly start to peel up bone by bone. So you're going to come all the way up to your elbows. You're lengthening out through the crown of the head. Now this time press into your hands just a tiny bit, but not too crazy. Slowly start to peel up a little bit higher, and then you're going to come all the way up. You're lengthening out through the spine here, so lengthen the back of the neck. Keep your shoulders down. Inhale here. Exhale, let's slowly start to lower down. So you're going to start to bend at the elbows, lower your belly button down. Then your sternum, chest, forehead last. Let's go again. Inhale, roll that marble forward. Exhale, let's peel up bone by bone. Create length as you come up. We got 2 more. Last one. Notice where your neck is. Make sure you're not overextending where you're like this. You want to try and keep lengthening the back of the neck so your eyeliner is still looking at the floor. Inhale here. Exhale, let's come back down.
forehead last. On your next one, we're going to come all the way back up again.
And we're going to hold it up there. Spread the fingertips away from each other. See if you can touch the back of your knuckles onto that floor. Keep the core engaged here so you support your lower back. Continue lengthening that spine nice and long so you don't compress your lower back. And when you're ready, inhale here. As you exhale, let's slowly walk our hands out in front and back. And again, let's come over to the other side. So you want to try and think about holding a 50-pound net between your armpit to walk your hands in front and back again. Let's go again. Exhale, walk the hands up in front. This time, let's come back and back. Over to the other side and back. So if you find yourself dipping down into the shoulder a lot, think about pushing that floor away, stabilizing the shoulders and the shoulder girdle so you engage your lats as well, and then you can then move so that you don't dip into your shoulder. Last one on each side. Let's come all the way back down. Slowly come down. Belly button first.
Sternum, chest, forehead last. Let's tuck the toes under.
Bring your hands towards your shoulder and push yourself up into a 4-point kneeling position. Let's start to flex the spine and tuck your tailbone under. So you really stretch out that lower back. Come back into the natural spine curve. Let's go again. Inhale, tilt the pubic bone towards your belly button. Exhale to come back. Let's come back into the natural spine curve and let's wiggle the hips from side to side. So I like to think about extending my sit bones to the wall behind me so I can really stretch out my lower back, and then over to the other side. My upper body stays completely still. It's just the lower half of my body. And come back. Perfect. So let's come onto our side. So we are going to go into a modified plank. Let's place our knee, our top leg is straight and our bottom leg is bent. Wrists are stacked underneath our shoulder here. Then spread the hands, the fingers out. You're holding a 50-pound net underneath your armpit here, so you engage your lats and your obliques. And when you're ready, as you exhale, let's extend the hips up. Try and push a little bit more pressure into the top leg here, not all on the bottom. Keep your hips stacked so you're not leaning backwards or forwards. You're nice and stacked. And come back down. And again, exhale to come up. So when as you come down, try not to lose the contraction here. You keep it nice and strong. We got 2 more. Last one. And come all the way back down. Take a breath in. As you exhale, let's lift all the way up. This time we're gonna come halfway and back up. And again. We got 2 more. Last one. Good. On your next one, you're gonna come halfway, lift up, then reach your arms all the way forward. So you try and connect this rib to this hip as you bend all the way over. You're pressing into this top straight leg. Exhale, let's bring the arms back towards your hip and lower halfway and come all the way over. We got another 4. 3, 2, last one. And let's come all the way down towards the floor. Perfect. Let's swap sides. So, wrists underneath your shoulders, top leg is straight, bottom leg is bent. You're holding a 50-pound net between your armpit, so it's nice and strong. Your lower back, your side body is nice and strong. So place your hand on top of your hips. When you're ready, inhale here. Exhale, let's lift the hips up and push that floor away. come back down, and again, exhale. We got 2 more. Last one. Perfect. Come all the way down for a little breath. Inhale here. And as you exhale, let's lift up. We are going to go halfway down and up. So here, this is basically trying to keep this guy nice and contracted the whole time. We got 1 more. Good. Let's lower the hips down halfway. Exhale, extend up and reach your arms all the way over. Exhale, bring the hands towards your hips. Lower the hips halfway and back over. Try and connect your bottom rib to hip. Exhale, arms towards your hip, lower halfway. We got 1 more. Give me a nice strong side bend. Lower the hips down. Perfect. Come into the middle of your mat. So let's come seated on your cross leg. Roll the shoulders back. Let's lift your left arm up towards the ceiling and bring it all the way over. Let's come all the way over to the other side. Right arm up and bring it over. Lift up and over. Good. On your next one, we are going to come forward. So you're going to try and reach your hands towards the wall behind you. Try and keep your back nice and straight. Here, you're not round. You're going to feel it from your fingertips and all the way back behind your body. Exhale. Let's lift up towards the center and then bring the hand back behind you as you extend your chest up towards that ceiling. Inhale here. Exhale. Let's come back. Round the top part of your spine and see if you can touch your hands towards the floor. Inhale here. Exhale, let's lift up and back behind. And come back. Over to the other side. Let's lift up and over. Exhale, let's round the top part of your spine. Try and reach for the floor. Exhale, let's lift up. And come all the way over. And lift up. Last one. And up. Perfect. Let's bring it back to center. We're going to bring it all the way right arm up towards the ceiling. Let's lift up and over. This time, let's flex forward. So you can try and reach your hands towards the floor. Your spine is going to round. You're going to sweep your arms all the way over. Left arm over to the right hand side and lift all the way up. So you're almost like creating a windmill. So let's lift up. And come up. Lift up and over. Bend to the side. Really enjoy that lateral flexion. Come to the center. Circle the arms around. And lift up. One more on each side. Last one. And if you want to hold in any position, do whatever feels really good for the spine and for your whole body. And that's it. So if you guys enjoyed that routine, then give it a thumbs up. That lets me know that you liked it. Leave a comment below if you have any suggestions or any requests. And if you want to join me in the next routine, then subscribe to my channel. Click that notification bell because that lets you know when I upload. And I'll see you in the next one.